This NASCAR Busch Grand National race review from Viva Las Vegas is represented by three important birthdays that were celebrated today. And tomorrow's Winston Cup race will be represented by two more that were technically celebrated today that we will move to tomorrow to make it easy on ourselves. So happy Tony Stewart 20th birthday to Ruby Berg, the older sister of the pimpster Mitch Berg from Danger Force, Side Hustle, and Henry Danger, who turned Bobby Labonte 18 years of age last month during the end of summer explosion festivities. So the two Berg siblings are the Joe Gibbs duo, Stewart 20, Labonte 18, and shout out to the parents Kim and Brian. So, and of course, happiest of birthdays to Kate Sesmansky, the really good friend of Sadie Stanley and her sister Sophie, who's about to get engaged. I mean, about to get married soon. So, congratulations to Sophie on her engagement to the love of her life. And last but not least, happy Hermie Sadler 13th birthday to one of the fellow actors and actresses from the Dangerverse, franchise, Alessandra Tucker. So she clarified with me which part of the Dangerverse franchise she came from. So therefore, I was mistaken, but close enough when I read that information. So hope you all had an amazing birthday. We got two more birthdays headlining tomorrow's Winston Cup race, technically later on today. But right now, enjoy this Busch Grand National race review going over tonight's wheel to wheel Chef's Kiss Pure Cinema Busch Grand National race from Viva Las Vegas. Viva Viagra. The Focused Health 302 at Viva Las Vegas, aka Viva Viagra, the first race in the NASCAR Busch Series Chase for the Cup in the Round of Eight, or what we used to call in the early days of the playoff era, the Eliminator Round. So this was another race, no matter what series it was, whether it be Winston, Busch, or Craftsman, that proved that you don't need 20 cautions, a dozen wrecks, and a crazy, stupid, exciting, interesting winner to have a great race. So here's how it went down. Eric Almirola had the car to beat despite Justin Allgaier sitting on the pole, and looked like you thought Zilisch was going to get his easy way into the championship four with the win, but Almirola, denied him of a guaranteed championship four spot, because look at this battle early on. This was for second, mind you. Well, Allgaier was cruising out to a semi-big lead because he wasn't that far ahead in this shot, as you see here, because those stage cautions and, that one debris caution that you're about to see in a few minutes here, and the Dean Thompson spin, which was the last caution of the night, really helped keep the race close to really close, and the field close together in terms of the contenders. So therefore, all in all, it was a great race. It was basically chef's kiss, and we had a legit debris caution for once instead of those fake ass phantom debris cautions you used to see in the mid to late 2010s during the last of the Sprint Cup era and the beginning of basically the entirety of the Monster Energy Cup Series era. So I guess the stage cautions, as most people said, kind of were introduced to make up for those phantom cautions that people bitched about for so many fucking years. But anyway, it was Almirola had to fight off Jesse Love, Connor Zilisch, and a little bit of Justin Allgaier to get that victory. He had the dominant car in the car to beat and prove that he really, really wanted it. So guess what? He had to fight for it and prove that he really wanted it, and did let Zilisch get away with, cruising to another easy victory to get a guaranteed spot in the championship for the Basha Supermarkets 200. And normally Tubby, Austin Hill, the piece of shit I don't like at RCR, usually follows up with an egregious, reckless move after incredible save or epic, move on the track that that keeps him from getting in trouble at first. But this time, he redeemed himself by not doing anything stupid after that incredible save at turn 4. But my point still stands. I love RCR, but I fucking hate Austin Hill. So, and Jesse Love deserves to be in the Winston Cup Series more in the 8 call when Kyle Busch retires than that big fat piece of shit does, that fat fuck Austin Hill. So this video is probably gonna get flagged for me saying that shit, but I'm just speaking my mind and how I feel about that that clown that is known for, reckless abandonment by doing stupid shit on the track. But that's neither here or there. Zilisch and Almirola got together multiple times, banging together. I thought Zilisch was gonna wipe out and go into the wall or spin out backwards every time he hit someone, but I should never underestimate this kid because, he's a wheelman that can fucking drive a fucking race car, and he let Almirola have at it and work for it. Jesse Love was part of that battle. It was 3 cars under a blanket for the lead. Any one of them could have won, and Almirola could have, proved that the dominance and/or fastest car sometimes does indeed win the race. But Jesse Love and Connor Zilisch really wanted that first spot in the championship board really, really bad. But Almirola had to decide, you know what, you two, if you guys are going to win and get yourselves in the championship board, you might as well wait till Talladega next week. But this race off pit road during the only set of green flag pit stops to determine who was going to race for the win, that was fucking awesome to see as well. I mean, look at this heavy lap traffic that Jesse Love and Connor Zilisch had to go through, including Mickey Bay in the 2011 Mickey Mouse 500 winner at Daytona. And then as soon as, Love took the lead, bam, the Dean Thompson caution happened where he spun out, but he really didn't fucking hit anything. So therefore, that was set up, the final, run/shootout to the finish, which I think was, oh my God, I don't fucking remember. I know this caution came out with 29 to go, and they had caught the people who didn't had yet to come into pits under green, came under yellow. So it set up a 23-lap shootout to the finish. And I mean, I know Nick Sanchez was there, but he never stayed in the fight. He kind of faltered back a little shortly after that. So basically, it was 3 cars under a blanket for the win. Almirola, the savvy vet, and the 2 young guns for Junior Motorsports and Richard Childress Racing, Connor Zilisch and Jesse Love. So therefore, the end of this race tonight was pure cinema. It was basically what the doctor ordered and a complete chef's kiss. No caution fest, no crash fest, no crazy winner. Sometimes that's all sometimes that's what the doctor ordered, and then as another way to have a great race in NASCAR, whether it be the Winston Cup Series, the Busch Grand National Series, or the Craftsman Truck Series. I don't even count ARCA because there's only 2 full-time competitive ARCA Remax rides anymore. It's something like what ARCA used to be with Frank Kimmel and Bobby Gerhart. And I think the best way to put it is if you combine ARCA West and ARCA East together and with regular ARCA, I think we could have a more competitive ARCA Remax Series again, because the last competitive season we had was 2017 when Kamikaze Games homeboy Austin Theriault won the championship, and this was the winning move here by Eric Almirola to spoil the party of Connor Zilisch and Jesse Love. And don't forget, Corey Day, Hendrick Motorsports' future up-and-comer development driver, had himself a day, or in this case, night. So he's basically Corey Knight instead of Corey Day. And Zilisch was right on his ass with 2 laps to go, but Almirola proved that he would not be denied, and this was a race that he deserved to win, that he really wanted to cap off with that dominant performance. So congratulations to Eric Almirola on winning tonight's NASCAR Busch Grand National race at Viva Las Vegas. Viva Viagra. I will see you guys tomorrow night, technically later on tonight, as it's 12:28 here on the East Coast. I'm recording this for the South Point 400 in the Winston Cup Series. So have a good night tonight and a better day tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Good night. See y'all mañana for the Winston Cup race.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our fans for your support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.